Good day, everybody. On today's tutorial, we'll be making a video on how to cut a shirt, a full shirt, like the front and the back. And another video, making a video on how to cut a sleeve, a shirt sleeve or sweater sleeve. So we'll be using this white material to make the shirt. This is the, I'm looking for the front and back. This is the front and this is the back. This is the, so this is the front, this is the front and this is the back. So we'll proceed now. First, you have to join the rough edge. There are two rough edges. You have to join them together. You place that, you join them together. There, this is after joining them. This is after bringing them together. The rough edge to the rough edge. Mind you, I'm cutting from the back. I'm cutting the back. This is the inside. This is the front, and this is the back. So this is the two material. We're joining their rough edge together.
So first, what is the measurement now? For the measurement, I'm using length 29, shoulder 17, chest 45. Sorry, chest 44. I repeat, length 29, shoulder 17, and chest 44. So, how do I go? How do I go? So first, I get my length. Please pay very good attention. So the first thing I do now is to mark out 2 inch. Mark out 2 inch. I mark out 2 inch. And I mark out 2 inch. These 2 inches for the bottom flap. I fold them into guys. I fold the 2 inch. Look at what I did here. I fold, this is 2 inch. I fold one, and this is the second. So to won't interfere with my measurement. This 2 inch now is constant for any shirt you are sewing. I iron it. Why am I ironing it? So it will relax. So I can just get what I want to just give me that relaxing line. Okay. Now I mark out my half inch. My half inch for sewing. My half inch for folding. This is the down, and this will be the top. Dear customer, the MTN number you have dialed is. Please pay very good attention. This is half constant, and then I get my length. My length is 29. 29. This is my 29. I start from that half to mark. 29. So my half inch, and then my 29. So my half inch and my 29. So what do I do next? I mark down, this is my half inch, my 29. That is my length line. That's why I'm using a very big ruler. Not say I'm searching for my other this ruler. So how do I get now? I mark out my shoulder, which is 17. 17 into 2 is 8.5 plus half inch for sewing allowance. That is 9. Then from that place I mark out my 17. That place I mark out my 9. I go 2.5 inch downward. This 2.5 inch deep. Then from that place I placed my ruler to get to the edge of my length line from that 2.5. So I mark it this way. Hope you are going with me. Then the next thing I do, that of that slanted line, I place to get that my same 9 inch I got. That is my shoulder length. I told you my shoulder is 70, which is 8.5 plus half inch, which is 9. So I mark it. Then how do I get my armhole now? My armhole, I get my own armhole with the measurement of my shoulder. If my shoulder, the total sum of my shoulder is now 9, 8.5 plus half inch, which is 9. So my armhole now will be 9 also, but I will subtract 1 because I'm adding the one to the back of the back of the shirt. You know, the back of the shirt is always longer than the front of the shirt. So if my shoulder is 9, my front armhole will be 8. I mark my front armhole. If my shoulder is 10, my front armhole will be 9. So what do I do now? This is my 9 and this is my 8 from my armhole. Then I place to get a straight line. This is this. I hope you are seeing. So sorry that my shock is not showing. Let me be so I can it to be visible. I'm just avoiding it from showing at the front of the clothes. But then this is white. So this is how I will mark it very deep now to be shown at the front. So they will still watch it. I just don't want it to be shown. So this is my 9-inch for shoulder that I slanted, and this is my 8-inch. That's for armhole. I subtracted 1 inch from that shoulder to get my armhole, front armhole. So what do I do now to get my armhole cuff? I mark in half inch deeper. After I bring my French cuff. You can use your free hand, but I'll be using my free hand here now. So with your cuff now, what do you do now first? My armhole. Remember my chest. I told you that my chest is 44. My chest is 44. 44 into 4 is 11. So I mark out my 11-inch. I start marking my this immediately from I got to my armhole length, my armhole line. I start marking my chest from there. So this is 44, which is 11. Then I go 6-inch downward. 6 inch downward. I mark in. I subtract half inch from that my 44. From that my 44. From that my 11, which is now 10.5. Let me repeat myself. Here I get my chest line, my chest immediately in the same line I mark down my armhole, which is 11 because 11 times 4 is 44. Then 6 inch from my armhole line to this place. This is my turning line. I minus 1 inch from that. I minus half inch from the 11-inch I added. From the 11-inch I measured. So this is it now. So this is 11 and this is 10. This is 10.5. So I add half inch for sewing allowance. While sewing shirts, double folded shirts, you don't add more than half inch for sewing allowance. So downwards, I come downwards here. Just use like 5 inch or 4.5 inch upward from the down. I'll get down here, I mark around 11.5 inch. Here I added half inch to the chest measurement, which is now 11.5 inch plus my half inch again. That is half inch 12 now. I got 11 here plus half inch. I minus 1.5 inch from that chest, added half inch for sewing. I plus half inch to my chest measurement, and this is the half inch for sewing. So what do I do? I mark in case you have a cuff. You can use a French cuff in case you want. You can use a cuff, but I can use my free hand. So I mark now. This is my chest now. My shirt. Now how do I now? Let me now we now go back to our armhole. This half inch depth than the sleeve armhole length. Sorry, so you can just go back and look at it. I start from that place, go half inch deeper and bring it. You can use your French cuff in case you are having any, maybe you are not free with that using free hand. You can use your French cuff to mark all these things now. Because of I'm good with my free hand, that's why I'm sketching with them like this. So this is my shirt already. So my shirt here will be having a curve, like, hope you are seeing what I'm doing here. My shirt here will be having a curve, that is TM, we call it TM, this designer shirt. Be having a curve down here. So but the curve will not be that deep. So I'll use 2.5 inch, or let me use 2 inch, based on how deep you want your curve. I don't want my own curve shirt that my own curve that deep, so I mark down 2 inch from the down. So how do we do now? This 2 inch now, I create a curve to meet the normal length line, the normal line. Remember, this is 1/2 inch, so you are going below that. This 1/2 inch. So my chest, I come to my neck, 2 inch, 3 inch, 2 inch side, 2 inch deep. Please, if you are seeing what I'm doing, in case you have any question, you can ask me. I'm just giving using the best easiest method. All these places you can use a curve. Now let's cut. Please pay very good attention. This is my neck. Another 3 inch deep, 2 inch side. And when you come to that down, look at this. Remember your 2 inch fold that I folded, 2 inch that I folded. I notched here so that even if I remove this now, I'll still remember my 2 inch. So remember the curve. This is the curve I told you that I want. That's the TM. Hope I'm not knocking you. Please be very careful before I cut. You won't cut your measurement. Now this is my front shirt. This is my front shirt. The 2 inch for folding, for button allowance, the chest, the stomach, the side. Remember I told you 1/2 inch bigger than the chest, 1/2 inch smaller than the chest. That's the stomach, and 2.5 inch curve down, 1/2 inch for folding allowance. So when cutting, you're getting your armhole for both shirt and anything. Use your shoulder. That is the easiest method. Instead of writing 45 and you write, the easiest method, just get your shoulder. This shoulder is applicable to any this you are sewing, both senator for men, or that is the easiest equation to get your armhole. I repeat, the easiest equation to get your armhole is using your shoulder. But instead of measuring the person's armhole, you use your shoulder. If your shoulder is 17, then you add plus 1/2 inch, which is 17 is 8.5, which is in your armhole or your chest. So if your chest is 19, that is your armhole will be, your front armhole will be 9. Sorry, let me come again. Please listen. If your chest armhole, if your shoulder is 19, let me use 18. If your shoulder is 18, your shoulder will be 8. Your shoulder will be 9 plus 1/2 inch. That is 9.5. So when you get in your front armhole, you minus 1 inch, which is now 8.5 for shoulder 18. So that remaining 1 inch, you'll be adding it to the back of the shirt or sweater that I am sewing. Now let's go. Okay, now so this, I'll be placing my front to get cut my back. So this, I'm just checking, arranging the fabric I use for the back. Fabric I use for the back. Please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. Now, remember my 2 inch. Look at here. Here is joined together, so you not go and slit it. This is my 2 inch. My 2 inch is not part of the measurement. This 2 inch is for shirt, for button allowance. Remember, I told you. Button allowance. That's button flap. So look at it. I have folded my 2 inch. Please be very careful so you won't add or minus from the measurement. So be sure you are adding that, you are not putting more than 2 inch. So this is my back now. This is my front, and I'm about to cut my back. So how do I start? Now? This is a shirt now. How do I start? I first start marking 2.5 inch from upward, 2.5 inch upward. So I mark 2.5 inch upward. This 2.5 is this 2.5 inches for shirt. Let's assume I'm making a singlet and I add 3.5. So the back will come and relax very well on the front. Add 3, depending on the size of the person. But this shirt for bucket office shirt, I use 2.5 inch above above the top. Now I'm very good with freehand now. So look at this place. There's not much thing to we do at the back now. We just trace down what we have done before. Now, when it comes to this down, I want you to pay good attention. Okay, when it comes to this down, I want you to pay good attention now. This place now is the way you want it now. You have got to get it the way you want the design. When you see some shirts, there are some shirts that the back, the TM is always longer than the front. That is the curve, always longer than the front curve. And there are some that are equal. There are some self. This TM, this optional. You can make the shirt straight. So in case you want the shirt to be longer than the front to be longer, the back to be longer than the front. Sorry, not the front to be longer. The front are not always longer. The back are longer than the front. You can add 1.5 inch to the back, length of the back. But here, I will just add only 1 inch, just to make my back that's 1 inch longer than my front. You can add 1.5 inch, depending on how deep you want your or how long you want your back. I just want my own 1 inch. I don't want it to be visible. You can still make them equal depending on what style. This plate determine your style. Most times they are always equal. But if it's stylish, TM will always make TM when you need buy TM shirt, they're always the back are always longer than the front. That is why they named it. So how do we start now? You can start. I've cut down this place. So I'm always forgetting that I'm in the class. I'm always want to do everything off freehand. So now this is my 1 inch. Look at it. The bow start from here, and I move down to meet my 1 inch. Hope the lights. My camera is not much. So just I still trace my. So how do we do now? Remember we moved 1 inch, half-inch deeper. We're cutting the front sleeve. Then the back was going half-inch outside, so the person could be able to move their hand. That half-inch was going deeper so that the chest will not puff. Just give a perfect chest. There will not be any puff on the chest on the armhole side. So this one now, give it half-inch outside. Now so this is the half-inch outside. So by cutting this place first, at the half-inch you're going to meet the down armhole now. Now this half-inch now, this my half-inch now. Then we go straight to meet the point, the other one, the other front, the front point, and then I bring it out just with your cuff. Let me see if I get a cuff now. So I brought my cuff now. So look at it now. Just have to make it straight, meeting that your front mouth, then bringing it out like this, just like the cuff says. Now let's go. Then you open back. Okay, now this is okay. Then I fold my front. I fold my front. Then I mark down that line, that neckline, just to join the back one. I mark it. Then from that place trace I continue from that line just to give my neck a circle shape. Look at it. Please pay good attention. The most times the beauty of any cloth is their neck. Look at it. Just to give you that circle neck. What do? I just mark straight from this my front point meeting the back, then just to give my neck a straight point, a straight a curve, a circle neck, a round shape. So what do? I trim this one I'm meeting the front armhole. This is a shirt now. This is a complete shirt.